gentlemen, welcome back to NFL Thoughts. This is a video that I'm making a whole lot earlier than I usually do, but nonetheless, as you can see by the title of the video, Week 7 is in the books. Week 7 is in the books. You know, it's funny because, the off season goes by so slow, but then the NFL season itself goes by so fast. Here we are, and October is already almost over, and then we're into November, and then after November we have December, and then basically after that, then it's the end of the regular season. Now, there's still the playoffs, but I'm just saying, man, it is what it is. Nonetheless, let's get to these NFL predictions. Let's get to these NFL predictions, and let's see exactly how well we did. Let's see exactly how well we did, guys. Let's see exactly how well we did. Okay, I said it was going to be a clean sweep. I was really confident that it was going to be a clean sweep. It was not a clean sweep. Let's just get down to business. We started off pretty well. I mean, we got the Cardinals beating the Saints. We got that correct. And, I thought to myself, man, Kyler Murray must have went off. But then I look at the game and I see that Andy Dalton threw 2 pick sixes. One of them not his fault. He threw one other interception, his fault. And they also had a rushing touchdown on the ground. So that's where all the other points were coming from, including Kyler Murray did throw a touchdown pass. He threw for 209 yards, 1 touchdown, no pick. And that's good numbers, but judging by the fact that Dak, you basically put up the type of numbers that Dak put up against the Lions yesterday, coming back from a thumb injury where he missed 5 weeks. Meanwhile, you played the whole season. That's kind of underwhelming and leaving a lot to be desired. But nonetheless, we got that one correct. Ravens versus Browns. The Ravens did win, but I'm not going to lie, it looked like they were about to blow another lead. But nonetheless, they won. They won, and they are now 4-3 in the division. And nonetheless, they are now 4-3 in the division, and they have the tiebreaker for first place in the division thanks to a division win against the Browns and the Bengals. So, yeah. Buccaneers versus Panthers. Okay, I was for sure that Tom Brady was not going to find a way, somehow, some way, to lose to the Carolina Panthers. And the thing is that Aaron Rodgers lost to the Commanders in this yesterday. My fault. The thing is that Aaron Rodgers lost to the Commanders on Sunday, and that was bad. But it wasn't like this. This game, Tom Brady and the Bucs weren't even close. The Panthers literally just swept them right off the field, 21-3. And I don't get it. I mean, like, I don't know. This NFL season is starting to become like one of those years where you kind of have to expect the unexpected. Because we've never seen a season like this before. I mean, I don't know. But you can't blame me for making that prediction, saying the Bucs would beat the Panthers. Anybody would have said that the Buccaneers were going to beat the Panthers. I mean, especially when they're just coming off of, cutting their wide receiver Robbie Anderson in the middle of a game and trading their best player Christian McCaffrey. I mean, I don't get it. Nonetheless, Bengals beat the Falcons. Okay, the Bengals are looking like the Bengals of old. And by the Bengals of old, I mean they look like the Bengals from last year, not from years past. Joe Burrow threw for nearly 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and Jamar Chase is a beast. Everybody on this Bengals receiving core really are beasts. I mean, if it's not Jamar Chase, it's T. Higgins. If it's not T. Higgins, it's Tyler Boyd. And if it's not Tyler Boyd, it's Hayden Hurst. And even Joe Mixon is a part of that passing game. He can run out and run some routes and catch some passes if you want him to. So, yeah, this Bengals team is starting to get hot, and they're starting to heat up. So, with that, the Bengals will take their second consecutive win and are now 4-3, tied with the Ravens for first place in the AFC North. Cowboys versus the Lions. I went over this game on Sunday. The Cowboys defense, okay, I expected us to have a great day, but have a great day and great performance against the Lions offense, but I didn't expect it to be 0 touchdowns allowed. Our defense has been great this year, but we had yet to hold a team to 0 touchdowns in a game. Well, there you have it. We held them to 2 field goals, no touchdowns. No touchdowns. No. None. And the offense, well, it's Dak Prescott's first game back. So, again, hold your water, people. Hold your water. Giants versus Jaguars. I got this one correct, but I only got it by a hair. By a hair. I won this prediction by 1 yard. If you haven't seen that Giants-Jaguars game, then you gotta go watch it. That game was unbelievable. It was unimaginable. I mean, for it to come down to Trevor Lawrence throwing a pretty good throw to Zay Jones or Christian Kirk, whoever it was, and getting tackled. It was a perfect tackle too, right into the back and just pushing him back away from that goal line. It was just a perfect tackle, and they stopped him short, and that was the difference between the Giants being 5-2 and being 6-1 and possibly being 5-2. Also, that was the difference between me getting 4 and 5 of these right through the first 6 games. So there you have it. That's 5-1 through the first 6. 5-1. Then we got the Packers one wrong. I did not expect that. I mean, who really saw that coming at all? I mean, nonetheless, Packers just lost their third straight game. And they got Buffalo next week. And who even knows how that game's gonna go for them, right? I mean, it is what it is. But we got that wrong. Colts versus the Titans. Unfortunately, we got that wrong as well. The Matt Ryan got benched, and it looks like it's going to be Nick Foles' time. So, for anybody who wanted to see Nick Foles, well, you're going to get it because Matt Ryan has played well under my expectations. I thought that he was going to do pretty good with now having a pretty solid supporting cast around him and not that terrible Falcons team that he was playing with. And I don't know, Marcus Mariota looks like he might be playing better right now with the Falcons than Matt Ryan is with the Colts. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, what y'all think? What y'all think, man? I don't know. Then I got a third one wrong when I thought the Texans were going to beat the Raiders, and the Raiders absolutely just dominated 38-20. Not much to say about that game. I just got it wrong. So, oh well. Jets versus Broncos. I just had a gut feeling that the Jets were going to lose this game. But my fault. Excuse me. I just had a feeling that the Broncos were going to lose this game, which is why I picked the Jets. I just didn't know how. But surprise, surprise, the offense didn't show up. That's why they lost. But this time, it wasn't even Russell Wilson's fault because he didn't even play. So, I mean, it is what it is. Broncos, Russell Wilson's not the only one in hot water in Denver right now. Nathaniel Hackett, I don't know what he's doing. Chiefs, 49ers, well, I just really thought that the 49ers were going to win this game. I thought that, the Chiefs might have a minor setback against the 49ers, especially with them having Christian McCaffrey actually play in this game. But, nah. It looked like it was going to be a shootout, but then the 49ers offense couldn't keep that same. The 49ers, Kyle Shanahan couldn't keep that same offensive production up for very long. And when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, you can only hold him for so long. And they scored 30 second half points. Mahomes on the day finished with, I believe, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns against the best defense in the NFL. And he did that. Seahawks versus the Chargers. I just knew. I knew the Seahawks were going to win this game. And I knew that Russell Wilson still played for the Seahawks. He just changed his jersey number and his last name on the back of his nameplate. So, for all Seahawks fans, look, you're blessed. You guys don't have to worry about a thing. You guys who thought the sky was falling because you didn't have Russell Wilson no more. Turns out Adam Schefter made a mistake again, just like when he said that Tom Brady had retired. Turns out that he was wrong. And same thing with this, said that the Seahawks had traded away Russell Wilson, as well as a lot of draft picks. But nope. Absolutely not. Russell Wilson is still in Seattle, apparently, and you see what's going on. I mean, they're 4-3. I mean, they're looking pretty good. So yeah, Russell Wilson is cooking. Okay, in all seriousness, Geno Smith. I wasn't lying when I said that the Seahawks look like they still got Russell Wilson on their team, because that's exactly how Geno Smith is playing right now. You look at his numbers right now. He has 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and he's thrown for just over like 1,200 or 1,300 passing yards through the first 7 games. He's doing pretty dang well for himself. And the Seahawks won 37-23. And whoever that running back is, DJ Dallas, he really went out there and balled out. 23 carries, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. What a day for DJ Dallas. What a day for Dallas as a whole on Sunday. What a day for Dallas. You know, the Dallas who plays for the Seahawks and Dallas who played Detroit. So we got that correct. Dolphins did beat the Steelers. The thing is, Tua, I'm not going to lie to you, man. You got to stop that. I mean, you saw on many occasions where he was out there lowering his head when you just came back from a concussion. So I didn't understand that. I mean, you can see the competitor in him, trying to go out there and get as many yards as he can, however way he possibly can. But that was just inexcusable. Like, what are you doing? Nonetheless, the Steelers fought in that game because the Dolphins had a 13-0 lead and Tua was on fire until the Steelers fought back and made that a 13-10 game at halftime. And, my fault, it was 16-10 at halftime. Nobody scored any points in the second half. I just want to point that out. So the Dolphins survived and are 4-3. Which, by the way, that means that everybody in the AFC East has a winning record. But that doesn't mean you're the best division in the NFL, though. Bears versus the Patriots. Okay. Bill Belichick, there's just one thing I have to say. You know that what's going to make me more mad than anything when people are premature about their evaluations on players, especially quarterbacks. And for Bill Belichick to take Mac Jones out as soon as he didn't even give him a chance. I mean, yes, he threw that bad interception, but you didn't even give the dude a chance. He's just coming back, and 3 drives was all to show for it before you took him out and put Bailey Zappi in? I mean, come on. Give him at least a whole half to play with. So, that was probably the second worst coaching decision by Bill Belichick, benching Mac Jones after only 3 drives. You know what I'm going to say, that is still the first worst coaching decision he ever made was benching Malcolm Butler in Super Bowl 52. But this right here, like, sometimes, Bill Belichick, you're making me question how good of a coach you really are, by doing that and pulling some crap like that. But with that being said, the Patriots got their doors blown off. I thought it was going to be the Bears that were going to get their doors blown off, but turns out I was wrong. The tables were turned, and I was way off on that prediction. But nonetheless, we went 8-6 in our 14 games 1-4. We went 8-6 in those predictions. Week 7. I will give y'all the prediction NFL Week 8 predictions tomorrow. That has been my time. Like, subscribe. This is NFL Thoughts. Out.